I'm looking at this symbiotic as well. That is an AI related equity. And I have two options for this chart. So I'm either looking at 37.22 level, or we want the 29.62 level. So there's two options. And we want a 4-hour close. So I remember saying for Neo, it's a 1 hour, but for
Right.
SYM and for the previous one, we're definitely going to look at 4 hours.
What determines
4 hour.
the difference for you when you decide a 1 hour versus a 4 hour?
A very good question. Now, for SYM and for this previous chart, I was taking weekly levels. And so weekly levels of interest, I like to combine that with a 4-hour confirmation. But for Neo, that 4.4 level is actually a level that I got from the daily time frame. So a time frame lower than the weekly. That means that for my execution, I also want to go like a time frame lower. So instead of 4 hour, I'll look at 1 hour. So at 37.22, get below it, close a 4-hour candlestick back above it. That's going to be our entry, or getting below 29.62 and closing a 4-hour back above it. Now, for stop loss, when I teach this strategy, right, the stop loss is always, and I'm just going to tell you as well, but I'll give you a fixed number, right? But the real strategy would say, and that is where you put your stop loss. And then from where you enter to where your stop loss is, you're actually targeting up a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk reward. So that is better results than just giving a round stop loss. But just for this, I'll try to do my best to find a round stop loss. Target 1, 47.42. So that can be this high there. That could be the first target. And let's see where the stop loss could then be. Let's do 34.17. That's like a round number stop loss then. If I really have to give a round number, then that's the round number. So 34.17 can be the stop loss. And then 47.42 target 1 and target 2. Let's be a little bit generous with this. Maybe we get a very nice move out of this to 57.16. So that can be target 2, 25%. And the stop loss can be 34.17. And the second option, because there's two options for this one, is getting below 29.62. And then closing a 4-hour candlestick back above. The first target can be 37.98, which is literally that first level of interest. See, if that level is not going to hold as support, it might go lower and then test this level as resistance. So that's then going to become a target. So it's both a level that I can use to frame a long setup from, but if it goes lower, that's a good target. And the second target can then be, well, the first target of our first trade, which is 47.42. That's target 2. And the stop loss can be 26.8. With SYM, for example, we're going to work with a stop loss that is approximately like 10%. So that means that for SYM, we can use 10% of our portfolio, so $50. For SYM, you can take $50